All right. How's everybody doing out there? We're going to get right back to it. And it's just that simple. All right. So, yeah, man, I've been trying to explain it to y'all. I love how them folks, them demons, them demon possessed folks, they always act like they can't hear you. You know, you got an immortal Batman running around that doesn't care and has no limits. Batman has no limits. Thank you, honey. That makes me excited. I'm glad you're still awake. I hope it makes you feel better, genuinely. Still trying to figure out the cape, honey. I put it on a different setting, the notch on the side. You think that could work? I don't know. And then the thing is, it droops down, and I have to keep like grabbing it and putting it above my shoulder. Right now, I can't because I'm carrying all this stuff, So then it kind of gets in the way of my arms. But like, I would still be able to move if I had to. I could still do what I need to do. But it, it's a whole process, man. You got to figure it out as you go. It's crazy. It's definitely a lot of work, a lot of semantics. Man, I'm sore as hell. I can feel it. I'm sore today, honey. I don't know if I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Right. Yeah. Pretty much, yeah, I gotta just keep testing it and see what works and what doesn't. But that's what we're gonna be doing together. Are you excited about it, honey? I am. It's gonna be a lot of fun, honestly. It's gonna be a lot of semantics, I call it. You gotta test different things and different suits, different wheels, bat pods, tumblers, all that. We're gonna be actually testing things out in the field and in reality out on the street and make the grappling thing. Thank you. I am too. I'm super excited. Honey, bear with me just a minute. I'm going to do a couple of videos and I'll be right back on here. All right. It won't take me long. Just bear with me. There we go. Yeah, I'm super excited too, honey. Truthfully, I've been noticing I've been really sore, and I think it's because I'm pushing myself further. So while they're all sleeping on me, I'm still getting stronger every day. That's what they don't get. A lot stronger. Like I said today, what was it, like 180 pull-ups? I might have counted wrong. It might be more. I got to go back and recount. That's a lot, dude. That's not normal. And those are real pull-ups. So I mean, if I wanted to do like full extension, I mean, I pretty much could. I could go a little farther, a little more movement of range. But like I said, that's my thing, man. We only entertain conversations that make sense here. I mean, them folks was talking all that stuff they was talking, right? And what happened? What happened? What did I call out today? What was the prediction I made? I told y'all, I said that stuff catches up with you. Always. It always catches up with you. And now, if you can, let me know if you're still with me, honey. Now, how much was it, honey? How much was it? The ping one is what owes 28,000 plus in Social Security. He said, "Ooh, oof, oof." I mean, that's crazy, son. Like real talk, that's literally crazy, bro. You know what I mean? $28,000 plus in Social Security. That means he's been living off a government check this entire time, like I said. And there's nothing wrong with that boy. That boy is fully functional. He knows exactly what he's doing. So when we get to court, all of this is going to come out. I understand that. All of it. Okay. So, yeah, that boy, he's a silly goose right there. All the truth is going to come out. It's already came out publicly, but it's about to really come out. And I made a prediction, if you remember, and I said, word for word, I said that it was all going to go down right now. I told you what God told me. God said that my so-called enemies, that these people who did all this stuff towards me for no reason, right? God said that they're about to find out what the meaning of chaos really is. That's what God told me. Word for word. They sure have tried to cause enough for me. And what I'm doing, I'm really getting sick of this. Like, surely this thing keeps coming off, I think. Do it again. Leave her. Hold up. I think that's my honey. Can't see nothing out here. Keeps coming off. And it's just making it hard. But we come on, dude. That's what I'm saying, man. It is just impossible doing everything by myself. I can't wait till you're with me, honey. Like, it's not a big deal when I have someone with me, but just need help. 28,000 plus, like 28,400. That's crazy. That's many years of being overpaid too, right? Exactly. Yeah. So he's been on Benny's long time. What does Benny's mean? What's that mean? Oh, okay, on benefits, yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I've been saying it since the beginning of time. I said all them folks live off a government check. Okay. And what does that mean too? The government is funding what? Yeah, there's one right here. Look, I'll get him on camera. He just tried to swerve over here. That's another coward that just got sent. That's an agent. Yeah, he just tried to swerve over on purpose. That's what they do. And then they think that they showing people something. Yeah, I don't owe you nothing, bro. All the lights are right here. I'm in the light. They see me, right? Like, yeah, he just tried to swerve over here into this lane because that's what they do because they mad. Yeah, because they all working together. So this is not a game. This is what these folks do. Okay. And like I said, they ain't about nothing. All they do is bluff like that. They don't scare nothing. All right? You saw that, honey? Yeah, right in front of you, there's another attempt. Yeah, he was trying to swerve into the bike lane on purpose. That's what they do. It ain't accident. It's deliberate. Hell, I think the thing that happened before with me that I survived was probably deliberate. You understand? And it didn't do nothing but strengthen me and help me. You see, the devil can send whatever he wants. See, that's a message, right? That's a message that they don't like the truth being said. Right. The devil don't like the truth coming out. It's too bad, man. I've been saying that all these folks was broke. You living off a government check this entire time, and you was trying to talk to me and say something to me. Look what I go through every day. You serious? I go through this every day, bro. Every day. They've sent full vehicles driving down the bike lane for no reason, right? And that's what they do. They do crazy, insane, illegal activity, and then they try to blame it on you. Like, what? Ain't got nothing to do with me, bro. Quit doing these weird antics. What's the point of doing theatrics? Ooh, look, the cape is catching in the wind. What is the point of doing these weird antics when y'all ain't about nothing and ain't gonna do nothing? None of them ever. They ain't gonna do nothing. What's the point of that? See what I'm talking about, honey? Real talk. Look, they got more of them driving weird, driving funny. I think all y'all in on it. I've been saying that. I think this whole neighborhood is. I think they took money from Kali Furina. This is the entire system. I don't scare nobody, bro. It took all y'all to come against me and you still couldn't move me. So yeah, I'm really Batman. This is real. I don't come out here acting like I told you. And I took it to these folks head on and won. That's what I do. I get out in the street and I get busy. Yeah, we take it to these folks and we win. We bring it. For real. We don't do no talking. We don't do no faking, no flogging. You understand? I've been getting busy. I got all the stripes, all the accolades, and they can't figure it out and they upset. Batman is the problem you can't solve. It's just that simple. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep it up. Because you ain't going to do nothing. You're going to sit there and bluff like that. You're going to do weird theatrics, circus theatrics. You understand? I mean, look at what they just did, honey. I had to go get checked out, did I not? To make sure I'm all right. I told them I was immortal before I even got checked out and looked at, because I am, right? And I go get looked at. They told me, you're perfectly fine. Said it all came back normal. They did everything. They looked at everything. They said, you're good. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, right? Because I ain't been over there in a minute, and that's a good thing. I try to stay the hell away from there now, you know. But yeah, they did good. I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, now the ping one. I mean, when you owe Social Security money, I mean, that's a big deal. And I'm going to say this again. What he's doing, because he's completely with it, right? He was trying to go to tropical and stuff. You know, you saw that, right, honey? Did you see what they just did? You didn't get to see it on camera, but you saw afterwards. Like I said, I'm going to start filming it. If y'all going to do illegal stuff, we're going to film it. Look, here's another one driving weird, driving super slow for no reason. They all weird. They've been doing this. They do it all the time, bro. The corrupt ones used to do it back in the day. They used to pull up over here and shine their light, talking about, oh, well, we saw you walking. Yeah, I can walk. It's a free country. Why are you bothering me? Right. Y'all corrupt. Y'all target people, and you literally sit here and try to play games with folks. I'm a grown man, bro. I ain't out here to play games, and I don't owe you nothing. Get that right. None of y'all. I owe me surviving. That's what I owe. Feel me? They're all in on it. They're all a part of it. These people are no good down here, and they ain't going to do a thing ever. They're all a bunch of cowards, and they're upset because they know I didn't just stand up to you. I mean, I'm defeating you in the street. All of them. I've been defeating them in the street, straight up. All that fake tough talk all these people do, they ain't about nothing. They've backed down every time or lost. Whoever. It don't matter who it is. Everybody. That's the facts. Yep. See? It's just weird, right? Isn't that weird? Like, I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past them that they have no life and that they literally sent agents, right, to drive around. And this is what I said, just like when I saw that corrupt CO, and then that whole vehicle came down the bike lane. You remember that, honey? I'm just telling you, man, I'm not going to sit here and worry and stress because other people is doing weird illegal things and nobody does their job because, again, it's coming from them. There's no way it's not. They're who started this. It's coming from them. They're who's sending these folks. Yeah, these people are all connected. That's why they're bringing up Ernesto. Like I said, Ernesto always had a lot of estrogen in him. Real talk. See, I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention to these vehicles because if these vehicles turn over here, I'm going to make sure I get out the way. That's what I just did earlier. So that was another attempt. How many attempts we had in the last week? What, at least 2? This is nonstop, right? And this is the price you pay for standing up and speaking the truth. But y'all want to worry about money and this and that, brother. I win right in front of you, narc's face. You know who the tough guy is. Y'all ain't going to do nothing. All you do is front and pretend. Real talk. They cowards. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like over here, we're not you. We just don't do no fronting and pretending. I already know your formula. Your formula is to provoke, antagonize, hope for a real reaction because you know people is real gangsters and really real, and then to play victim. And it'll never work again, nor has it ever. You know what I mean? Everything I've done in the past, I stand on. It was the right thing to do. But we're at a different time and place. I'm always defend myself. I don't care who it is. I'm always take care of myself and defend myself, but I'm a lot, I'm a lot smarter now. Not smarter, I've just learned the game. I've just learned that ain't none of them about nothing. And it's like a video game. They say all these terms, right? But they all apply to them because that's what they are. They're non-playing characters. See what I'm saying? That's the truth. That Cameron dude, he was nobody. He was a non-playing character. All of them. And the non-playing characters are also jealous. They can't even see straight, right? And they're always focused on you. Like, I don't owe you nothing. Do what the hell I want to do when I want to do it. That's what they do. They'll do illegal stuff intentionally and then try to shift the blame. Act like you're doing something wrong. Like, no, I don't owe you anything. Y'all folks out here need to learn how to drive. So when I'm talking and I'm out here and I'm calling people out, this is not fake. Just understand that. This is people who are being sent, okay, intentionally, right? And like I said, folks could have been done their job. Like, what? Like, how is it okay for someone to swerve into a bike lane? What? Are you serious? That's not okay. But like I said, these folks think it's the farthest thing from reality to just do their job. Real talk. That's your job. If anyone knew their job description, your job would be to immediately arrest that person. That would be your job because your job is to protect the American public. But you all don't do that. You're a joke. And now, like I said, they're all scared, right? And they basically avoid me. You know what I mean? Because they know that this is what I do for a career. Like I said, we basically, we bring peace. We restore order. I'm the enforcer of divine law. You know what I mean? So like I said, where other people never did their job and never did anything for any of us and for anyone, Batman had to step in and do it all for them because they just sit there. If you're not going to do anything and you're going to let these people do whatever they want, then eventually civilians have to step up. There is no choice in the matter. It wasn't a choice. You created me. Feel me? So again, y'all are ignoring and forgetting about universal divine law, which to me is just absolutely hilarious. It's hilarious. You're forgetting about divine law, brother. You're forgetting that I told you, you want to make money, you have to do it through the universal laws of karma. Greedy, selfish people will never have any money. That's why you're all poor and broke. Like Lamar Wills up in Benton Harbor, Michigan. Benton Harbor, Michigan. I went to Michigan just to see you. I don't want to start crying, man, because I miss Steez, man. I'm not going to lie. That was who the song was about. I miss Steez, man. I never got to meet him, man. It really sucks. I wish I could have. I wanted to meet him. I thought he was all right. He was different, but he still sold out and sold his soul, basically, and it's sad. That's the thing. Y'all don't take care of your own people. Y'all got them selling their soul and selling out and being corrupt and wrong. And where does it get you? I mean, how many more folks have to go through the worst karma imaginable until these people learn you cannot act like this? What did I just say, honey? Didn't I just teach these people this? Didn't I just say you cannot act like this? You cannot target one man, being me, right? Even Steez was accepting money from the Red Triangles to be jelly of me and say negative things that weren't true. He said that I made Batman look weak. Okay. I've got 93 world records, but I make Batman look weak. Wow. And I understand that some of it, may be kind of funny and maybe that's their way of joking around, but it ain't right. It ain't right and it really ain't funny, but I still laugh. I thought it was kind of funny. But my whole point is he was listening to my music. He was a fan of my music, but yet he could never just acknowledge and admit my talent. These other people, like I said, they're running around acting weird. That dude is unhinged, honey. He's still trying to take my content and he's trying to attach stickers to it and make money with it. It's ridiculous. Okay. And filming videos like acting like he's out of control. I mean, it is what it is, man. They're fans. That's all it is. They're fans. And, that's it. Like, I really don't care about them, to be honest. It's not my concern, but yeah, they look up to me. They admire me. That much is easy to see. It is what it is, and other than that, I mean, there's just ways to act, brother. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, like I said, I don't know why they're acting like I just forget things. Nah, like we're not on talking terms, bro. We're done talking. You know what I mean? Like what you did is ridiculous, unforgivable, and unbelievable. And I forgive everybody, man, and I move forward. But yeah, like that would be called instant karma, honey. That's what he's going through. Instant karma. You understand? And it's barely beginning. That's just a small part of it. I said that them folks was going to end up in prison again. I can already see it coming. Before I even have to file my federal lawsuit, they're going to be looking at prison time, honey. Are you still there? Yeah. These people, I told y'all, evil people in this world, they get what they deserve. It's just an unavoidable fact, man. It's always going to be that way. Always. Yeah, like I said, any antics, anybody you send that's driving weird, doing weird stuff. I mean, back in the day, it was a black truck. They got scared, right? They didn't do anything. These people have been sending these people and they do weird stuff. I've had these people, I'm trying to cross the street, they start speeding up. Yeah, y'all do them little antics, that cowardly stuff. You ain't going to do nothing. Then they get called out, then they go whine. And then the corrupt ones are in on it and they know exactly what they doing. Yeah, and then they was so corrupt. They was trying to act like, yeah, these people, blah blah blah. I said all that stuff's fake. He talking to me right in front of my face, and he corrupt as hell and think I can't see through his nonsense. Yeah, no, I told you a reality, and I put you in your place. I told you reality. I said no, none of that's true. No, all that stuff is fake and simulated. Yeah, no, I'd be calling y'all out, bro, for what you doing. Yeah, he thought it was cute, and yet they all fans of what I do. That's crazy, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, ain't none of these people down here upright. They all joke. So that's fine, be a joke. You know what I mean? Just understand. You go against me, you lose. You go against me, you go against God. That's why I'm Batman. That's how you know it's all real, because you see, I ain't got no friends down here. Like, I'm cool with some people, but all these other people, it's basically me versus all of them every day. That's the truth. And I got no problem with it, because I'm going to keep winning. Real talk, by myself. I'm that strong. Like I said, why do you think I'm practicing this gliding and stuff? Because I want to be able to jump from, like, just like he did in the movie. I want to be able to jump just like that. What they say isn't possible, I want to do it. I don't care. I believe anything is possible through God. I truly do, and hopefully I'm right. Because if not, well, then, it'll cost me everything, I mean, I've survived tons of things that I shouldn't have. I mean, what do you think about that, honey? Have you seen the scene where he jumps on top of that van? You know what I mean? In the parking garage. I mean, I believe stuff like that is possible if you really put your mind to it. But, other people will tell you, oh, if you do that, like, there's no way you can come back from that. I don't believe that. I don't. I think that the human body is a lot stronger than what y'all want to give it credit for. I think it'll pretty much repair anything. And I believe in regeneration, and God said that he was going to use me as an example of proving to the world that regeneration is possible. So I mean, when God speaks to me, this is why I'm never off key or off cue. I know exactly what's happening. I just predicted this. I said all this was going to happen. Notice how it was what, like the next day, about 2 days went by, and immediately that penguin got instant karma. And all the people around him are too. And that's exactly why I'm telling you why they was coming around. I'm going to tell you what those folks do. They're aware, I think, as slow as they are, they're aware that karma can rub off on other people if you get around them. It's okay, honey. But do you get what I'm saying, baby? They're aware, I believe, that they look at these concepts. They're weird and sick individuals. And yeah, they know that if they rub shoulders with you, rub elbows, hopefully their karma will rub off on you. That's how sick they are. These people are evil as it gets. That's why they were trying to be around me and do all the other stuff they did, which we're not going to talk about. We already know what happened. I did a whole show about it. We're moving forward. I don't want to talk about it. It's weird. It's uncomfortable. You understand? So at the end of the day, I mean, you proved I'm immortal. I survived again, right? Everything I'm saying is the truth and real. And I mean, yeah, and I'm not getting any of your karma because I haven't done anything wrong to anybody. I'm a good person. And this is what I told you. I told you can't act like that. I told you can't do stuff like that. No, you can't. And God went ahead and stepped in and put you in your place within 2 days, like the next day. So I mean, he's got to deal with that. And then the fact is, I mean, the penguin, you can say what you want, but allegedly you've committed fraud, sir. There's another felony, right? That's fraud because there's nothing wrong with him. He should have never been getting a government check. I don't care what any of you say. No, he shouldn't. There's nothing wrong with him. He's sadistic. He's malicious. He's completely out of control. He knows exactly what he's doing. And guess what? The government enabled him. They have no problem giving him a check, but they won't give me a check for nothing. When I survive things that are impossible, how come I'm not getting a check? Like, give me Social Security. I don't need to ask. You should already given it to me. See what I'm saying? That's all they had to do was walk themselves to a Social Security office, right? All of them basically committed fraud. All of them. Jennifer Benish, the other member of the Red Triangles, was committing Social Security fraud too. All of them. And all of them be getting other sources of income while they're accepting that. So what are you talking about? This is all proven right in front of you. These people don't care. These agencies don't care. They enable these people and they let them commit crimes. It's just unbelievable, bro. Like, you created this society. This is honestly the slowest society I've ever seen. Like, it would take somebody just who doesn't know how to build a society. You've built it all completely wrong and backwards. That's why it's like this. So you got a lot of free money, brother. And even all of what you owe, 28,000, brother, that would come within an inkling of what I've made and spent. I mean, $28,000 is nothing. That's like one vehicle, brother. Really, my Porsche costs more than that. My Porsche cost me like 25,000. It's worth about 100K. I mean, that was a good in-shape car until that mechanic down here was jelly and ruined it. So that's what I'm saying. Everything they talk about, they dealing with little digits, low ball money. They ain't doing nothing, and they ain't talking about this and that and want to focus on me. That's fine, but you're nowhere near me. You never will be. None of you. Carly Fiorina has no money. All of them are broke. All of them are poor. I told you, you can't ignore the karmic debt that you stacked up. You can't act that way. You got to learn how to treat folks like I told you. You need to stop projecting and talking back. And he can run his mouth all he wants, because the fact is that he's pretty much guaranteed all of them, both of them, they all going to end up in prison. It's common sense. For like a long time. Like, they ain't getting out. You know what I mean? Because they've committed too many crimes. So again, why would you want to live like this? Why would you want to be like that? And again, all that money, right, that now they want you to pay back, and we know you can't. So I mean, good luck, brother. God is with me, and God can't stand you. Good luck. You're going to need it. You know what I mean? And he's not going to be able to pay any of that money back. They're going to lock him up. They're going to lock him up. You can't owe stuff like that. You can't owe money like that and not pay it. You got to pay that stuff. And if they don't get their money, they start tripping like anyone. So that's the thing. Let the government trip on them. See, they're not my problem. I don't even know these folks. Like, what? I don't deal with you. Don't come near me. You're wasting my time, bro. Weird as hell. Yeah, they're trying to act reckless because they know that they've got everything, like nothing to lose, nothing going for them. Like, yeah, I don't play like that. I got everything going for me. Imagine trying to talk down while you on a snowball effect going nowhere. They going downhill quick. All of them. Real talk. All of them going downhill, spiraling downhill like a snowball. It's hilarious, bro. So yeah, he already got a little dose of karma. I bet both of them did. All of them did. And it's going to continue to get worse. I told you. What did I just say? I just said the other night, I said, this is the karmic tornado coming. Huh. Y'all think I'm playing now? Like I said, enjoy it while it lasts. Enjoy it for now, because the minute that the government starts actually doing its job and getting active and realizing what you've done, bro, you're going to end up in prison, bro. It's common sense. Like, you ain't never getting out. Real talk. So, I mean, do you think that you can handle prison life? Oh, not at all. You're not built for it all. The acting is not going to go well in there. Somebody's going to call you out, probably everybody, and we're going to see the truth about who you are. Because I know who you really are. You and that brother, both of you are cowards. I know who you really are, and it ain't what you're trying to portray. That's why you keep, wanting to talk on your terms and hide and this and that. Yeah, you're trying to use narc per se. You don't fool me. I know exactly what y'all are. Y'all are both snitches. That's what you are. That's why you keep getting out of jail too. And at some point, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter who you know. They're not going to help you, and they don't care about you. And that's what happens when you're evil, brother. You don't win being evil. Them folks don't care about you, man. Like, I thought you would have learned. I thought you would learn how to listen, boy. You don't want to learn how to listen? Okay. You ain't got to listen. Keep on making mistakes. I mean, that's the thing in life. When we make mistakes, sometimes those mistakes end up costing us everything. I ain't making no mistakes. I'm moving right, doing me. Let these folks keep being jelly. Let them keep doing it to themselves. Real talk. Everybody's going to get instant karma. It's common sense. Everybody you bring up, you wanted to bring up Ernesto. Okay, no problem. I can pretty much bet and guarantee that God is going to deliver karma to you and everybody you know. How about that? I can guarantee it, actually. What do you mean? And even the people you around, that karma will go to them. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen with families in the past. That was doing all that nonsense and all that witchcraft towards me back then. These people don't get. I've been going through this my whole life, bro. Your spells don't work. Your witchcraft don't work on me, boy. Stop it. I'm something else. I'm Batman. So, like I said, we keep on building the jumps and the leaps I progressed already with today. I'm going higher and farther. I'm doing my job. Like I said, this is all spiritual, man. I'm winning spiritually. I'm winning every which way but sundown. And like I said, God is about to show these people, like he said, God said, now these so-called enemies are going to learn what chaos really is. So good luck. I told you God's wrath is upon y'all. Y'all didn't want to listen. Anytime that people want to acknowledge that I literally predicted the future 8 million times on here, you let me know. I told you I control the spiritual realms. Don't play with me. Don't ever play with me, little homie. I told you, warned you. So like I said, I don't got to lift a finger, brother. I got ghosts, all sorts of entities that ride for me. And I got God. That's all I need is God. But I got ancestors, spirits, ghosts that I mean, literally the truth is that these ghosts and ancestors are dealing with all these people. You started this. Now what's up? Now you got to deal with the result. Sorry. Now you got to deal with it. You started it. You wanted to act so tough while you hide, right? Okay. I guarantee you all my enemies are going to be crying if they ain't already. I'm talking about crying, sobbing nonstop, begging for mercy. Watch all of y'all. Like I said, that's what happens when an entire community, entire neighborhood, and all these people and all these corrupt authorities go against one person, the Batman. I'm not friend to none of you. You people all got together and you said what you were going to do to me. I mean, how is that not uncomfortable? How is a human supposed to sit there and, oh, that's so, no, it ain't okay. And I'm never going to forget. And now I'm standing up for myself. So what's up now? Exactly. When you're going to do stuff like that, man, first of all, right, you should probably make sure that you finish the job, like Clint Eastwood said. Smart one. Second of all, I mean, if you're going to do that, hey, why don't you be direct and stop being a coward and let us know how you feel, man? Then people so fake it's unreal. Like I said, man, these same folks still got to say hi to me and this and that. Ask me how I'm doing. You know exactly how I'm doing because I'm shutting all y'all down. What do you mean, how am I doing? I'm doing great because I'm shutting you down. I'm doing great because you know you're a part of this and you know all y'all gonna have to come to court. Federal court. That means Supreme Court. I can subpoena anyone I want. I can get anyone, right? Serve papers, subpoenas where you have to come to court. Subpoenaed. You understand? So good luck, man. I mean, come on, bro. All these folks is losing all across the board. I don't ever talk about nobody. I focus on me and do me, but these things need to be acknowledged at this point, homie. This is ridiculous. Y'all doing too much, man. You talking too much. So yeah, let them talk, let them run their mouth, and watch everything for these people fall apart in front of you, just like I told you. You understand? While I keep getting stronger, I keep rising. The minute Christina heals and gets completely better, she's coming straight to me. She's gonna rescue me, right? And we're gonna leave. We're getting on a bus. Only thing we might do is check out Slitterbond if even, okay? And I want to make sure she's okay. So I mean, we're getting on a bus right away. We're getting the hell out of here, and we're gonna start our new life. So I mean, all this stuff talking about what I got, who I am, what's going on here, who cares? The valley's irrelevant for me because I'm about to leave. And you know what I mean? I'm about to leave, and we gonna get everything right, fixed, renovated, everything running right, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like real talk, bro. And all I'm gonna do is build for me and do what I need to do. You know, y'all don't understand. Like I'm not joking. Like I'm watching all these people finally start to get their karma, and it's hilarious. Oh, it's hilarious. It's well deserved. You all deserve it, bro. You deserve the worst. Real talk. Nah, yeah, all of you deserve the worst. All you ain't no good. It's unreal the kind of people you are. You know what I mean? These people no good, bro. Like I said, God is real. Keep faith. Keep pushing forward. What we had 93 world records. I did 180 pull-ups like nothing. Boy, play with me. What's up? Exactly. And we keep getting to work. We keep on. My bat suits are good. They're efficient. They're running well. I did the leaps today. I'm happy, man. It don't take much to make me happy. You know what I mean? Like I said, we getting out of here. We going up to San Marcos. We're gonna stop in all these places and take our time there. We're gonna eat with the restaurants. We're gonna go to the outlets. We're going to San Antonio. We're going to the Riverwalk. We going to Austin. hmm All that. We can look at everything. We can look at apartments, condos in San Antonio on the Riverwalk. We'll look at everything. You understand? We have options. Okay. We're gonna have plenty of money. We're gonna get to do what we want to do, and more money coming to us periodically on nonstop. And like I said, the people who help me, I want to help them. 100%. The people who help me that work these jobs and stuff, I'm going to try to come back here 100%, right? And like be able to pull them out, like give them enough money or give them a career working for me. First, I got to build this restaurant though. Christina and I, we're going to build a restaurant together. It's going to have full catering service and a food truck, okay? If not multiple. And we're going to try to build it into a chain restaurant. And it's going to be with recipes that we make that are homemade. Oh yeah, get ready. Okay. And like I said, I'm gonna do the Batman thing. We're gonna go to Boston. And I think we've decided. Isn't that right, honey? I don't know if you're still with me, but I think what we're gonna do, we're probably gonna go up there, like I just said, San Marcos, San Antonio, then Austin. Then we're gonna turn right and head to New Orleans so we can look at all the real estate because we're gonna build a real estate empire, right? And we want to live in New Orleans possibly, and we won't tell you nothing, right? And you won't know anything about where we're at or anything, right? I'll have a green screen. I'll have my own private room to do my recordings and stuff and studio, everything that you all wanted and will never have. Happiness, love, that's what I have. So what do you mean? I'm not trying to win anything against you people. You people are riding my coattail. You came out of nowhere. You started being jelly of me because you're not as good as me. I don't care. You're not me. I'm a good person. I'm not looking for anything other than love and being happy with Christina. So, like I said, we're going to go to New Orleans. And then I think what we're going to do is go down the whole East Coast. So, we're going to go to Mississippi. I want to stop in all them places. We may look at Baton Rouge, all them places, bro. I want to go to Mississippi for sure, to Biloxi. I want to go to all them cities, right? I want to check out the casinos for sure. I mean, I'm not going to go heavy on gambling, but I want to definitely go to some casinos. I love the casinos. I think they're awesome, and I've never really done it in Mississippi. I was a kid. I want to go to Georgia. We'll go to Atlanta. We'll touch down in Florida. We might check out Savannah in Georgia, and then we'll come up. We'll go to Georgia. We'll go all that. We're going to see all them states on the side. So I'm gonna come up through the whole East Coast. I'll probably show her where I went to high school. We'll stay in Florida for a good hot minute, and that's gonna be our vacation. And then we're coming up all the way up through North Carolina. We'll check out all them cities there. We'll go Connecticut, probably Boston, New York, maybe Maine and Vermont. I want to go to all of them. Virginia. We're gonna go through everywhere. And like I said, we can do it on the bus. You understand? Like real talk. So I mean, I don't know what y'all talking about, and it'll be pretty cheap too. It should be pretty affordable. You know what I mean? Like we don't have to go like to every place. We can just have a set destination and go there. But my point is, we're gonna definitely spend some time in New York. I gotta get this stuff going with this. We're gonna have our pre-honeymoon first, and I'm gonna make sure it's extremely romantic. And then we're gonna have another honeymoon after that. All my time is gonna be devoted to you, to Christina, honey, and that's it. It's gonna be all for you. You know, we'll worry about the Batman and the other stuff later. You know what I mean? But other than that, New York, then I want to come up through the north. We may even go through the Midwest, Kansas and stuff, places like that. I want to come up through Oregon. I want to look at all the middle states. I mean, I might even check out Wyoming and stuff, and Idaho and Ohio, you know, places like that. So we're going to come up through there. Then we're going to go to Seattle where Red Pill is, right? We're going to come down through Cali, okay? And we're going to make the whole turnaround, the whole bend. Okay, we're going to go through, you know, Las Vegas, Arizona, New Mexico for sure. I want to check out Flagstaff, and they have aviation schools out there and stuff. I might be able to ask some questions and stuff and talk to them, and learn something about piloting and stuff like that. And they'll probably have simulations and stuff. There's all sorts of stuff we can do. We're going to have a ton of fun. We're going to eat barbecue. Like I already have it all planned out in my mind. And then we'll come back through Texas. We'll go back to New Orleans and start everything. You understand? And then that way, Christina has an understanding of all these little places of what she likes and what she doesn't like, and you know, places for the future, and you know, see what we want to do. But we want to live in New Orleans, and I'm cool with that. You know, as long as I don't see it being too, you know, out of control there, I'd like to do it. You know, so I don't know. It's gonna be awesome. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get it all going, and then, like I said, we're gonna have money, we're gonna have resources. I'm gonna have, you know, we'll have the budget to actually build these suits right, and you know, not right, they are right, but you know, build them on a higher level, more protection, more proofed. Get capes that are Kevlar and carbon fiber, all that stuff. Masks, cowls, capes, everything, the whole suits. You know, and like I said, I'll be doing missions. I'll be going out in the street, hard body, getting busy, and everybody's going to have to watch, you know, us with all the money and doing what we want to do and changing things. I'm not going to be focusing on no lowly little YouTubers that live off a government check. I'm just not. I mean, that's a sideshow circus act. That's nothing. That's a waste of my time. I'm going to be focusing on, again, on coming up against all these gangs and illegal organizations and all the corruption and the people I've been standing up to. So, I mean, people could say what they want. I mean, I'm going to be busy. I'm going to be working a lot, and I got a lot of stuff I got to do. And my job is to get busy. I'm an enforcer. My job is to get physical. Sorry, that's my job. You understand? And make a change through pure dominance and power, through muscle. I muscle y'all out on the block. So, like I said, all that talking, all these YouTubers, I mean, you're going to have your chance because I'm going to be in your city, going all around your city on motorcycles to start, and we're going to build bat pods and all that. You're going to see Batman in your city. You're going to be there wanting to take pictures and stuff because you're going to see me active in front of you, and you're just a sideshow. You're not even worth my time. You understand? That's the reality. You feel me? But like I said, I mean, it's whatever. You know what I mean? So I mean, it is what it is, man. You know, these people, like I said, they're all fans. You know, and yeah, they're gonna watch, and you know, like I said, they're gonna be my biggest fans. All these people who was jealous of me, they're gonna be my biggest fans. You know what I mean? And that's the way it should be. Like I said, I don't have anything against nobody, man. Even though I should, I have every right to. But I forgave everybody, and I'm moving forward, man. You know, that's it. I just don't want to talk to none of you folks. Like I don't know you like that. I'm good. You know what I mean? And that's it. So we're gonna move forward, and that's it, man. You know what I mean? So we're gonna keep on pressing, and we're gonna win. All right. I'll talk to you in a minute, man.